Of course, Jack's 1 versus 1 into the Xin Zhao. Very, very good counter, and I suppose Xin Zhao probably beats out Gwen in the 1v1 for a fair. He's already here.
Tangyuan running down here. Already used a proc and Spirit Rush to go over the wall. Flash with the charm. Not enough, though. As it's first blood for Tangyuan and RNG. However, Junhao on the way. Tangyuan spot on a ward. There comes the wind, becomes lightning. I think Tangyuan knows he's dead there as Junhao will make it a 1-for-1.
Yeah, that's very easy.
Really nice buffer. Meanwhile, Jiaxu already proccing that needlework. The equalizer going to come out, but looks like Zhang is exhausted, which means that ultimate does not do any sort of damage. So Jiaxu.
And the rest of RNG are on their way.
Yeah, they're here. Niket going to land that pulve onto Junhao. Teleport comes in as well as Tangyuan looks to join the fight. Spirit rushes over the minion wave and lands a really nice charm onto Junhao. The bullet time doesn't do enough as RNG are going to pick.
And RNG should get this tower on the bottom side. You can see in the mid lane, however, there is a bit of a congregation from Ultra Prime trying to chunk out this mid-tier while everyone's hit.
They're maybe hunting a little bit though. Jiaxu looking for potentially a flank here as Jiaxu already getting very low, has to use the Magnet Storm early on, and now Milky Wave's arrived, not in time to get the objective, but in time to pick up a kill as Jiaxu gets the first one for RNG. Niket very, very low as looks like Saber is going to be able to shut him down, making it a 1-for-1. Charm does connect onto Junhao as soon as that Crescent Guard expires and forces Xin Zhao to flash away, but Zhang still doing a lot of damage.
Getting connected on by that charm as Ultra Prime on the back of that plate. Despite setup looks pretty good for Ultra Prime as they begun to kind of suffocate RNG out this side of the map. RNG still do have a total gold lead, and he is holding a little bit of credence when you take a look at the inventory.
Exhaust on your Gwen. But it looks like instead a reset is in order for RNG. They're going to try to use this timer to allow Jiaxu to pick up this top lane tier 1 turret. Saber not going to be able to do much to stop it. So just getting more gold into the carries for RNG. Bursts down pretty easily if Ultra Prime find him as a target. So instead they're going to peel off. And that means, though, that Junhao can make his way right back onto it with the Audacious Charge. Milky Way is still very low. So might be a one-way trip if he decides to go in for a steal or a flip of this objective. The Otacon still getting burned down, but now it's Ultra Prime who control it. The cat dashes in, lands a 2-man pull. Here comes Milky Way. Will he find the steal? No, it's secured here by Wako, and that means that Ultra Prime will have the false lives, but can they get away with any more blood being shed? Jiaxu gets a bunch of these resets, but all Ultra Prime will do is head back to base after just a couple of seconds, and Junhao is going to try to take one with him.
That makes sense. Xiaoshu also, he's getting this tower no matter what. So,
right, but now we get neither of it. We don't get Tangyuan. We also lose the tower. Now Xiaoshu could get collapsed upon by Xiaoshe, but the rest of RNG are potentially here. It's actually Xiaoshu going forward onto Saber. Might not have been the smartest play, as here come the reinforcements for Ultra Prime. The needlework helping Xiaoshu heal up so much, but finally, Wako will
go over to Ultra Prime, so they're one away from Soul now. But unfortunately, we are in a 10-kill game, 30 minutes in. Prime versus RNG.
Man, now I feel like we've lied to the viewers, Jamada. Remember in the pre-show we were like, this is going to be awesome. These guys are chaotic, they don't care.
Okay, look, viewers at home, hear me out. In 3 of their best of ones, one was really sleeper, and then the other 2 were really boring. Tangyuan should be fine.
Oh wow, looks like they really want to commit for this play. The bullet time really doesn't find anything, and Xiaoshe in a really bad spot. So is Xiaoshu though, as he gets taunted up and taken down by Wako. A max range charm does hit Junhao. Niket flashing forward to try to stun up the Xin Zhao. Finally, popping that Crescent Guard. This is the fight that we were looking for, Jamada. The 4th shot, barely unable to take Junhao down. And so far, it is just that.
Yeah, Ultra Prime might be a little bit slow. They can certainly look for a fight off the fact. This Baron is going down a little bit slower than they'd probably like though.
Yeah, no jungler though. Looks like instead they're going to try to peel for the fight. Magnet Storm hits 3. Equalizer doing a ton. Junhao knocks away everybody with the Crescent Guard except for Niket, who now they're going to try to focus down. Needlework comes out. The bullet time will finish off the cow, and the Baron was never fully reset. So that means that Ultra Prime can go right back to it. It's at 7,000 HP. Milky Way has the flash, has the smite. Curtain call coming out. Remember, there's no ultimate on Junhao, but he does have the Guardian Angel. Tangyuan lands into the charm. 4th shot, knock.
Everyone's in the area. There's a lot of elements that have come back up.
Start boiling over soon. This game 1 between Ultra Prime and RNG. Already back to the Baron. Milky Way low once again, which could be a pretty bad spot here for RNG. Xiaoshu is on a nice flank though. Does have the ultimate available, but will get spotted out by Zhang. And is forced back away. Now Ultra Prime have the move. They can start this objective up with the HP advantage on their jungler. Milky Way forced to just clear out this Gromp, get a little bit of extra HP back. And now it's going to get spotted out potentially by Xiaosha, who
pick
is
Xiaosha
now
off.
in a bad position. Gets stunned up by the counter-strike. Oh no! Some anti-synergy as Niket headbutts him away. Now RNG are separated and Niket will once again fall. Ultra Prime with another 1 for 0, at least just for now. Curtain call going to get opened up. Milky Way dashing forward, but he just doesn't do enough damage. Xiaosha will live. The 4-shot goes wide, and Ultra Prime in prime position here in game 1. The bullet time doesn't find anything, as now Jachi has the chance to pop off. Tonggyuan flashes over the wall. They find 2 kills for RNG. The health bars are so low as Junhao will revive from the Guardian Angel, as him and Saber will
How quickly can they get through this? That's the question. And can Saber get any vision? Can anyone get any vision in? Because if Junhao sees this happening, he will win. He's going to turn around. He doesn't want to risk his life.
Yeah.
Given that
he would have had smite advantage, but would not have had the number.
Pings are there, but like Tonggyuan, he's got to teleport over. Yeah,
they're going to spot at Milky Way now. I think if you're Ultra Prime, you just burst this down to 2,000. Can Milky Way, he jumps over the wall. Gonna be a flip, but it's secured by Junhao. But here comes the fight in earnest. Charm lands onto just the rumble here. There's a 4-man pull from Niket. Will it be enough? There's not enough follow-up just yet. Tonggyuan's forced to go golden, but here comes Xiaoshu with the needlework already bursting down Ultra Prime. Saber forced to go golden. RNG going to win the team fight, but the Baron goes over to UP.
Completely swung. 1.5k in the negative, so it's technically a 3k cold swing. As hello, Junhao.
Ooh, he flashes over the pulverize, trying to get down Jachi. That's an 800 goal shutdown over to Junhao. Now going for Niket. Looking for a second kill. He's going 1v3 at this point. He dashes forward and picks it up. Junhao on the Xin Zhao howdy. It's like one of those TikToks where everything just goes exactly as to plan. And that's what we saw from Junhao there on that play. It was pretty ridiculous. Honestly, pretty game-defining so far, as Ultra Prime now with that Baron can still try to go for a push onto the tier 2. Niket has the Unbreakable Will, so will take up a lot of damage. The Equalizer already has been thrown out here by Zhang, and that means that RNG can go for the re-engage. Xiaoshu already using that first proc of needlework, looking for another one as Xiaoshu gets bursted down. Niket with another huge knockup, but he will get taken down in response. Wako is low. He will die as Milky Way grabs the kill, and RNG now have the numbers advantage and are looking to chase down Ultra Prime. The 4th shot will take down Zhang, and it'll be an absolute wipe for Royal. Never give up. Saber will fall. It is Xiaoshu who picks up the kill, and that is an ace for RNG.
I think that's the game. We're going to take this first game after what was a small bit of game of catch being played whilst that Baron was up. I don't think anyone was really feeling like, oh, this game's done. Unless Xiaoshu.
It's 20 seconds on Wako respawning. Milky Way is getting bursted down a little bit. He has to pop. I think there's a Zanya's at this point. Yeah, there's the ace. There's the Nexus. Aren't you going to take a weird, wacky game number 1 win?
Huh. Okay, RNG Ultra Prime, I see you. I